every month we have a tea session. We don't bring alcohol, right? We'll encourage you guys to bring alcohol. So we have a tea session. And 9 years running without missing a single month. So where have you guys been? Where have you been hiding? That's all right. I want you guys to keep coming, okay? Every month, the next one is October 17th, same place, same time. October 17th. It's also almost always on a Thursday night. Okay, we do Thursday night. The reason Thursday night was you guys are not busy. Friday night you're busy with social life. You go out, play fall night. You want to do Friday night. Now, October 7th, actually I'm trying to buy time here. You're waiting for our guest speaker to come. His name's Guy. You guys know this guy? Guy, right? Yes or no? Come on, you guys are so quiet. Yes? Ellen SC City Council is a very famous guy in Hong Kong. He's coming in a minute, so officially I'm going to start until he gets here, right? Now, what's I going to say? Yeah, October 17th, Thursday night, same place, same time, and we're going to talk about the issue that you would be very interested in. What would that be in Hong Kong? Now, what would be a key issue in Hong Kong? Come on. An issue that really bugs you guys and bothers you guys. What's that? Extradition. Well, that beer is dead already, right? That is already dead. So not that at all similar, I'm not similar, related to that. So I call it relation, right? There's a correlation, I think 0.9 correlation. 0.9 correlation, right? So more deadly. 0.9 correlating factor to extradition bill. It's a big one in Hong Kong. I mean, everyone's so concerned about it. Oh, yeah, what is that? Come on, eh? So trying to say it. I can't hear you. It's an issue, right? Well, I'll give you another hint. It's a livelihood issue. Livelihood. Okay? Livelihood. Yeah. I'll give you some hints. So what would that be? What would that issue be? Come on, livelihood. Yes. Do it. Come on, try it. China trade? Yes, and no, but all about China trade. China trade is also an issue right now with the U.S. U.S.-China trade war. Housing, come on. Isn't Hong Kong
financial declination?
Financial decline?
Yeah.
All right, but that's not in, well, that is a result of something else, right? We want to find there's something else. What if there's something else? There's something else essentially.
Housing price.
Housing. Housing price in Hong Kong is so sky high, it's the highest in the world. And, you know, Hong Kong is the wealthiest city in the world. Trust me, not one of the, is the wealthiest city in the world. And yet people live in 200-300 square feet in the shoe halls. I would call it an apartment, I call it the shoe halls. 4 people to a little shoe halls, 430 square foot. Now, what kind of world city is Hong Kong? What kind of world city is that? The most pressing issue in Hong Kong, I would say, is housing. Would you agree housing is the most pressing issue? So if you guys one day you graduate, you get a job. And I hope you think a little wisely about, should I actually go and buy a flat? You have to save up enough money to buy a flat. You have to save up enough money to become a down payment. But there's something called co-living. Have you heard of co-living? Co-living space. So you want, right? Yes? So you want to be smart enough. I'm not going to buy a flat. It's going to take me 21 years to save up enough money to buy a down payment. No way. I'm not going to buy. I'm going to rent. I'm I'm going to go with some buddies, friend of yours who you get along with, and just go out and get a flat. It's called co-living. You have co-working space in Hong Kong. You're working all day, you can't find, you're doing really well in business. But right now, I just met a guy yesterday, and they're doing co-living. A company called Hamlet. Anybody heard of Hamlet? Hamlet. H-M-L-E-T, without the A, Hamlet, in Bay. Right now, they have 200 units, rooms in Hong Kong, co-living. Okay? And it's not expensive. 6,000-7,000 a month. 6,000-7,000 a month per person. You know, you have pretty nice little room all to yourself. All to yourself. And the living room is co-living. Right? You have your own room. When you come out, there's the living space, and then we've got people in the sitting day and chatting with you. So this is co-living. So I always talk to young people about, forget about buying a place in Hong Kong, not doing it. Right? So cool. Looking around, I think I have about maybe 10-1% old faces. Most of you guys are here for the first time. Right? Now, how many of you have been here before, right? Can you raise your hand? I don't want to embarrass you. I just want to, do a very quick statistics. Right? Really know many. Yes? Oh, yes. Hi, welcome back. I think we're involved in just 10%. Okay? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Small toss circles. Because, we have different venues. Hong Kong U is part of them. We do small toss circles at Hong Kong U. Chinese U coming up in February this year. And we do mostly in the city. And occasionally we do it outside university campuses, corporate office. AIA, you heard of a company called AIA? You know what it is? It's what's company, right? Yes. Oh, Mr. Leung is here. Welcome. Come on, put your hands together for Mr. Leung.
Oh, and in fact, they were all seated.
Yeah, that's right. Is it good?
Huh?
Is it good?
No problem. Whatever. In your hands.
I'll just find time for you to mine.
Oh, am I late?
No, you're right on the beat. Right on the beat.
You told me to be here quarter to, right? Quarter to.
Yeah. So you're,
Hi, Harry.
you're actually early, you're not late at all. Now, Richard, can I see the little film? Tell them we have a little 1-minute video that came off the...
Oh, okay, so I had to see first. Okay. Listen to you first.
Thank you. Keep trying. And Winston Churchill, the one-time Prime Minister, once said that, I can remember the verses now, and he said, success is not permanent, okay? Failure is not fatal. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage that keep on going that counts. Is that what it is, right? So I kept telling students, all these years, this is 9 years running, right? So we've been doing this thing for 8 years now, and this month is the beginning of the 9th year. And every month, I keep reminding students, studying for lousy university degrees and all of you. I mean, you have a degree, you get a degree, right? But that's not the end of everything. Or finding a well-paying job, it's not also the purpose. The reason that we're all sitting here is because we're one life. L-I-F-E. Life. This is life. So you make a lot of money, you don't make a lot of money, you're a waiter, you're a server, you're whatever, it doesn't really matter. So 95% of all of us sitting here, we're not medical doctors. Only maybe 5% can become an LLM, senior counsel, barrister, lawyer, professional people. What about the 95%? We're going to walk off the cliff and jump off the building? No. We have to find a life. So small house circles in a nutshell is life. And we don't talk about anything academia. Nothing academia. I think you guys study too hard, too much, too much textbooks. We want to do everything and anything outside the kingdom, right? So that you have that life skill with you. One thing, when you do go out, leaving the university campus and go to find a job, you will be able to survive and do well in society. So this is small cost circle. And a lot of you come in and say, you know, what's the topic tonight? We're going to talk about physics, trickle-down theory, you're going to talk about context, and none of those things. Okay? Now, I have only 2-3 minutes, so I'll leave it a little quick. And I have 3 housekeeping items to announce tonight before I introduce my guest. One is, we are looking for student volunteers, okay? And we call them camels. We call them camels. Because camels are easy to keep. They don't talk back to you, they only drink water, they eat a little bit straw or something, you know, they're easy to keep, right? And we need camels. We need student volunteers for small cost circles. And if you're interested in becoming volunteers during the reception, please come up to me or one of those guys with a yellow tag. You see yellow tag? These are the current student volunteers. Go to them and give them your name, your address, email address, and give them your telephone number. Okay? Let's put our hands together and give Israel a big round of applause. You can sit down, your fireside chat, and you have to stand. It's up to you.
How much time do I have?
As long as it's long. Half an hour?
Half an hour.
Is it good? Half an hour is good?
Yeah. No, good enough. But you have to give me a time limit, otherwise I will carry on without end. Well, thank you for that very kind introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you. Thank you, Small Talk Circle, for inviting me to tonight's sharing session. I did ask Philip about what the topic of tonight should be. And according to Philip, so long as I do not talk about politics, so long as I do not talk about things that can be found in textbooks, what else? Religion, yeah. So don't talk about these 3 subjects and I will be fine. Good. Why is there this noise? Is it too close to my... Maybe adjust it for a little bit disturbing. Yeah, I think you can pick up my voice. All right. So, in fact, I was just inspired by that small clip shown by Philip. And I thought to myself, maybe the easiest thing for me to do is to recapitulate for you my life. You just said that nobody raised his or her hand when you asked whether they knew Allah. Maybe I should start by saying this. If you had met me when I was 15, you would never have bet that that young man of the age of 15 that you were meeting would, after 40 odd years, have become the man standing in front of you tonight. I had a very unique experience. When I went to primary school, in fact I went to La Salle primary school, I was made the class prefect from primary 1. And then I remained the class prefect until I graduated from La Salle Primary. in the last 2 years, I was actually the school prefect as well. And after the secondary school entrance examination, you would not know what that was. That's a long time ago. I was admitted into YN Kowloon. And for some reason, on the first day when I attended class, I was picked. At that time, no election. In fact, the 42 of us did not know one another. So there was no basis on which we could be asked to pick amongst ourselves the class prefect. And I was picked by the class master. And in that position, I stayed until Form 3. So I had this experience, very unique one, of being class prefect for 9 years in a row. And that was only broken. I mean, this record was only broken when I became the internal secretary of the Students' Association of WYK when I was in Form 4. Now, I don't know how many of you aspire to becoming class prefect, school prefect, but it was really not something that you should aspire after too easily. In fact, my unique experience had left me as somebody who was very conceited, not being able to mix with my peers, because as you know, a class prefect would have to report whoever that had not been behaving in the teacher's absence. So how can somebody in that position be too friendly with your peers? And I actually suffered from this bad fortune of not being called any nicknames. Well, according to my peers, they did not even dare to give me a nickname. Very sad. So that was my experience that molded, in a way, my personality and character when I reached Form 4. And in those days, unlike today, parents did not get to meet the school teacher or the master of the class too often, only once in a year. I still remember when I was in Form 2, my class master was Mr. Norman Saul. Some of you may know him. He retired only about 5 years ago. And my father came home that very night after having met Mr. Saul with a not too happy face. He pulled a long face at me. And I asked, well, why was that? What happened? And he told me that Mr. Saul told him to be very careful about his son, that is me. Because he observed, that is Mr. Saul, observed that I was not mixing with my peers at all. And when they were chasing one another during recess and lunch breaks, I was all by myself, walking along the side of the soccer field. And he was very worried. So that gives you an idea of what I was like. To Form 6, I enrolled on the 6th biology class because I wanted to become a medical doctor. This is the story that I would be telling you soon. All right, so as my seniors 2 years before had wanted me to do, I stood for election as chairman of the Students' Association. Believe you me, I was the first chairman of the WYK Students' Association returned by universal suffrage. That is one boy, one vote. I still remember vividly that the school principal, Reverend Father Derek Reed, S.J., gave me permission that I could actually go into each and every classroom of WYK to do electioneering, to introduce my cabinet, introduce my sports secretary, publication secretary, and no teacher could refuse me. In fact, Father Reed was very supportive of non-academic activities. So that was it. So I became the first chair of the WYK Students' Association that was returned by popular vote in a universal suffrage arrangement. And for your information, I was first in my class when I took the first exam. That is before the Christmas break. Let me get the timing right. The summoned meeting was sometime in the summer vacation, at the beginning of summer vacation. And the final exam of Form 6, I came 19th in my class of 33. I don't know whether there are medical students here, but for those medical students who are with Hong Kong U Medical Faculty must know a professor by the name of Kong Yopa. Anybody here who is a medical student and knows Professor Kong? No. And people obviously said very kind words about me because they wanted to talk me into running the public office. And it took me no less than 8 months to ponder upon this invitation as to whether or not I should become a legislative councillor. Why it was so difficult